Hello my beloved students. In the previous video sessions, I have explained about classification and nomenclature of alcohols, phenols and ethers. In this video session, I have given set of examples on the board. You have to recognize which are the primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols, which are allylic, vinylic and benzylic alcohols. I know you are fond of watching movie, right? That your favorite heroes or heroines movie. When you watch a movie, you will be watching it with very much interest and with keen observation, right? Even after the completion of movie, you will be able to remember the dialogues delivered from different artists. Similarly, if you want to be good learner in chemistry, you need to follow the 4 steps. Which are those steps? Very first step is you should be good observer. Whatever the equations, reactions or the formulas or the names I am going to write on the board, you should observe it keenly. Second step, you need to be good listener. Whatever the explanation I am going to give regarding any concept, you should listen it completely without fail. And third step, you should be good thinker. After observing and listening, you should analyze yourself about that concept. So that you can, if you get any doubts, you can clarify those doubts yourself, or you can clarify with the help of us or by referring textbooks. Now, after going for 3 steps, then the 4th step is each and every concept you should revise often so that you will not forget anything in that concept. You please just follow these 4 rules so that you can score good marks in chemistry as well as you can earn more knowledge in chemistry. Now let us start with this heading. What is that heading I have given here? Identify primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols in the following. Here we can go for these examples one by one. Before that, let me recall that what are primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. What are primary alcohols? Primary alcohols are those in which hydroxyl group is attached to primary carbon which is carrying one alkyl group. That is primary alcohol. Secondary alcohols are those in which alcoholic, that is OH group, is attached to secondary carbon, that is which is carrying 2 alkyl groups. Tertiary alcohols are those in which hydroxyl group is attached to that carbon atom which is carrying 3 alkyl groups. That tertiary alcohols. Now, what is that IUPAC name is given for this first structure? CH3CH2OH. The name is, the root word is 1, 2, hence we can write eth, then ane, suffix is OL, that is first position itself it is carrying OH, hence it is ethanol. So it is, as I told you before, it belongs to primary. Next, CH3, to the second carbon atom there is attachment of OH. Now, what is that parent name? Root word for this, propane. Then last letter E is replaced by the secondary suffix OL, that is second position, to all. Propane, to all. It is considered as secondary alcohol. Next, central carbon atom is attached to 3 alkyl groups here, and another side it is attached to OH group. Here you have to select the parent chain 1, 2, 3. So, we can consider that parent name, root word is propane. Then, at the second position, there is attachment of functional group OH as well as methyl group. First, you will finish up with the suffix propane. OH is belonging to, that is it is attached to second carbon, hence you have to write propane to OL, all, propane to all. And what about this substitution? You have to represent it as a prefix. Always substitution is represented as a prefix. So here second position, the methyl group is attached to second carbon, hence 2-methyl propane to all. There is a complete name for this structure. It is, as I told you, it is tertiary alcohol. Now we can go for other examples one by one. Here I have given one bond line structure. You have to know what are the number of carbon atoms in each and every corner of this bond line structure. Here if you start with CH2, here 2 bonds are already existing and one more bond here, 3 bonds, hence CH. Here 2 bonds and here 1 bond, 3 bonds, it is CH, and lastly 2 bonds are the CH2, because all the time carbon carrying the valency of 4. According to that, you should know what are the number of carbon atoms in each and every corner. Now you have to select that parent chain, so this chain itself is the parent chain. Then give numbering for this. From which side you have to give the numbering? We should give the prominence firstly for functional group, that is OH, then only for the double bond. Hence we can give the numbering from left hand side to the right hand side. After giving numbering, now if you go for root word, what is that root word? 4 carbon atoms are there, but. Then you should give the name as ene for this primary suffix, because double bond. It is present between 3 and 4 carbon atom. You have to give the numeral 3, ene. Then that suffix functional group is represented as the secondary suffix here. So the position is second position, 3 ene, then 2 all. The complete name is but 3 ene 2 all. Now we have to select whether it is primary, secondary or tertiary. How you are going to know that? You should go for this OH and you should consider the carbon to which OH is attached. So in this carbon already 3 bonds are existing. It is containing CH. The carbon to which OH is attached, if it carries 2 alkyl groups like here, it is considered as secondary alcohol. Next example, here it is also bond line structure. Now we should give the numbering for the carbon atoms starting from this side, because it is attached with functional group OH. First, second, third. 3 means root word is pro. Then you should give primary suffix as well as secondary suffix here, because it contains triple bond. For triple bond, what is that primary suffix? YN. But here you should mention the position. It is present in between 2 and 3. Least number is 2, pro, 2 ine, and secondary suffix, that is with regard to functional group OH attached with first carbon, hence pro, 2 ine 1 all. Then if you look into this structure, the OH is attached to that carbon which is carrying only one alkyl group here. Hence it belongs to primary alcohol. Next, if you go for this structure, here it is containing aromatic ring, and then there is a continuation with the side chain where OH is attached to the side chain. Now you observe it keenly. It is very important. You should observe particularly the OH group, either it is attached to the aromatic ring or it is attached to the side chain. Now while giving the IUPAC nomenclature, you should consider which is that parent name. Either I should select the side chain as the parent name or the aromatic ring. Anyway, we are giving prominence for the functional group. Since OH is attached to side chain, here side chain is considered as the parent chain. Now the root word for this is, it is first carbon, it is second carbon. Hence the root word is eth, then ane, and secondary suffix is, since it is attached at first position, ethane 1 all you can write, or you can simply consider as ethanol. Then what about this aromatic ring? Now we are considering this aromatic ring as substituent. Hence if aromatic ring is considered as substituent, we should not write it as a benzene. Instead we should mention it as phenyl. So position for this phenyl group is, it is attached to second carbon of the parent chain, hence 2-phenyl ethanol. And what type of alcohol it belongs to? Here OH is attached to that carbon atom which is carrying, as a total we can consider, which is carrying other alkyl group. So it is resembling the primary alcohol. So it is primary alcohol. Next, if you come for this example, here also we can find aromatic ring. to which side chain is attached. As well, there is a presence of OH group to the side chain but not to the aromatic ring. Now, which is that parent name? You should select either side chain or the aromatic ring. Exactly, it is side chain. Now, we should consider the number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. 1, 2, 3. So, we can write that root word as propane. Then, after writing this, suffix is OL. What is the position of this OH group? It is attached to second carbon atom, hence propane 2-ol. Then, what about this substituent? The substituent here it is benzene ring, but the substituent name for this benzene is phenyl. So, complete name is 3-phenyl propane 2-ol. What type of alcohol it is? Here OH is attached to that carbon. It is carrying 2 alkyl groups. It is assembling this secondary alcohol. Hence, it is secondary alcohol. Now, if you go for this bond line structure, here there is a double bond. Now, OH is attached to first carbon atom. Then, double bond is present between second and third carbon atom. Hence, the name is methyl prop. Prop 2-in-1-ol. It is primary alcohol because here it is attached to the carbon which is carrying only other alkyl group, resembling alkyl group. Next, if you go for the structure here we can find, here I have mentioned the numbers. In this bond line structure, this is the corner one is first carbon atom, second carbon atom, third carbon atom, fourth carbon atom. At the second place, there is attachment of OH as well as other substituent. If you write one dash here, that line represents methyl group here. So, there are both the substituent as well as functional group here. Now, if you go for the root word, what is the root word for 4 carbon atoms? But, then single bond, ane. Then instead of writing last letter E, it is replaced by the suffix 2-ol, butane 2-ol. Then prefix is 2-methyl butane 2-ol. Now, what type of alcohol it is? Here we can consider, this is that central carbon atom. Here one bond, here one bond, here one bond and here one bond. So, it is attached to 3 other alkyl groups here. Hence, it is considered as tertiary alcohol. I hope now it is very much clear for you people. You can now easily distinguish which are primary, which are secondary and which are tertiary. Next, I have given the heading. What is that heading? Identify allylic, vinylic, benzylic alcohols in the following. Now we can go for other set of examples here one by one. Very first example if you start with, which is that first example. Here first you should count down the numbers of the carbon atoms. Let me start from here. It is attached to OH, hence it is given the least prominent, that is first prominence to give the least number. First, second, third, fourth. So root word is but. Then primary suffix is -ene because it contains double bond between 2 and 3, hence but2-ene. Then 1-ol. Now, do you remember what is that main difference between allylic, vinylic and benzylic? We can recall it again. In case of allylic alcohols, the OH group is attached to the sp3 carbon atom which is linked to sp2 carbon atom. That means OH is at alternate position with the double bond. OH is first, it is attached to saturated carbon atom which in turn is attached to double bonded carbon atom. This type of alcohol is considered as allylic alcohol. Similarly, in case of vinylic alcohols, the OH group is directly attached to the double bonded carbon atom, like here OH group is attached to sp2 hybridized carbon atom, or you can say that is double bonded carbon atom. That is the main difference between allylic alcohol and vinylic alcohol. And Another example, that is benzylic alcohol. In case of benzylic alcohols, the OH group is attached to sp3 carbon atom, which in turn is in link with double bond of the aromatic ring, which in turn is in link with double bonded carbon atom. So that is benzylic alcohol. Now we are going to give IUPAC naming first, then we can just distinguish them as allylic, vinylic or benzylic alcohols one by one. In this case, so here you know IUPAC naming, but 2 in 1 all. Now you got the reason why it is called as allylic alcohol. It is attached to sp3 carbon, which in turn attached to sp2. Then second structure. Here first you should count down the number of carbon atoms. Then after counting down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 carbon atoms are there in the parent chain. Then you should consider sequence of numbering from right to left or from left to right. Now if you start from here 1, 2, 3, functional group will get 3. Then here 1, 2, 3. Here from this side also you will get 3. But in addition to OH, there is one more, that is double bond. From this side if you count, both OH as well as double bond will get the least numbers. Hence we can give the numbering from left hand side to the right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is that number? 5. Hence the root word is pent. Then double bond is in between second and third, hence that primary suffix is 2 in and secondary suffix is 3 all. Now this is IUPAC name. As I told you, if the OH group is directly attached to sp2 carbon atom, if it is directly attached to double bonded carbon atom, it is called as vinylic alcohol. Next, if you go for this structure, here we can find OH group. I can count the numbering 1, 2, 3. Totally 3 carbon atoms are there in the parent chain. Root word is pro. Double bond is between second and third, hence 2 in, then 1 all. Pro 2 in, 1 all. Do you remember what is that common name for this compound? It is nothing but allyl alcohol. The common name for this pro 2 in, 1 all is allyl alcohol. Next, if you go for the next example, here double bond and to this double bonded carbon atom there is attachment of OH here. Now, in this case, since OH group is attached to the double bonded carbon atom, what type of alcohol you can consider? Vinylic alcohol. What is the IUPAC name you can give? It is first carbon atom, it is second carbon atom. Neath, eth, 1 in. OH is attached to same first carbon atom, hence eth 1 in, 1 all. Or it can also be named as ethanol. So actually what is that important example, very first example in vinylic alcohol is, that is vinyl alcohol itself. Hence the name, common name for this eth 1 in, 1 all is vinyl alcohol. So it is very important to remember these two structures along with their IUPAC names and common names. One is allyl alcohol. If they ask to write the structure for this allyl alcohol, then you should write this. Otherwise you can write the dash line structure, like you can write CH2, CH, CH2, OH. That is, here 2 carbon atoms here, here 1 more carbon atom. And now we can consider here CH2 double bond, CHOH. That is that structural formula for vinyl alcohol. These are the 2 important examples for your examination. You should remember names of these 2. It is allyl alcohol, it is vinyl alcohol. And you should remember their IUPAC name as well as their structural formulae. Next, if you go for this example. So here you can find a cyclic ring, right? So here even there is a presence of double bond. And even you should observe, as you can consider in the previous case, whether you should consider cyclic ring as a parent chain or the side chain as a parent chain. Here you can see OH is attached to the side chain ring. Hence this is given the prominence as the parent name. Hence we can give here only 1 carbon atom is there. Hence we can write the root word as methane. Then after writing methane, last letter E is replaced by OL, or methane 1 all you can write, or methanol. Then what is that substituent here? Here cyclic ring itself is considered as a substituent. Then that too, actually here in this cyclic ring there is presence of double bond. Here you need to mention the position. So you have to give the numbering like this. It is first, it is second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. Therefore we can write that position of double bond as 1. Cyclohex 1 ene. Then you should consider cyclohexyl will be the substituent name for the cyclic ring. But in this cyclohexyl ring, because of presence of double bond, you should split it as cyclohex 1 ene 1 I. If double bond is not there, means you would have written it as cyclohexyl. Since double bond is present here, you should include that as cyclohex 1 ene 1 I methanol. What type of alcohol it is? It is allylic alcohol. Because it is not, now you don't get confused here. It is actually not benzene ring. It is not aromatic ring. Since OH is attached to this carbon atom, then it is in alternate position with a double bond. It is example for allylic alcohol. Next, if you go for this structure, here we can consider there is a presence of aromatic ring. But again, the OH group is not directly attached to that aromatic ring, but instead it is attached to side chain. And while giving the parent name, you should select this side chain as the parent name. Hence, methane 1-ol or methanol. And now this aromatic ring actually considered as the side chain, that is actually considered the substituent. So what is that substituent name? Phenylic group. But in this phenyl group, there is attachment of two more substituents here. As you can find here, there are two methyl groups actually. Therefore, you should include this name along with the phenyl within small brackets. That is very, very important. So position here you can consider it is first position, it is second position, it is third position. Therefore, you can write 2,3-dimethyl phenyl methane all, that is methane 1-ol or methanol. Hence, it is belonging to benzylic alcohol. Here as you can see, OH is attached to sp3 carbon, which is in direct contact with the aromatic ring or double bonded carbon atom of the benzene ring or aromatic ring. Next, last example. Here you can find, so on either side there will be presence of cyclic ring compounds. One is aromatic, another one is not aromatic. What is aliphatic? Now it is cyclohexane, it is benzene, that is phenylic group. Now actually we are considering this is that carbon which is actually methyl group. Here this carbon is only one carbon atom, hence you have to give that parent name as methane. Then to the first carbon atom itself OH is attached, it is methanol. The parent name or the root word is methane, then suffix is OL methanol. And these two now they are considered as substituents. Here one phenyl, another side cyclohexyl. Therefore, we have mentioned here cyclohexyl. Within small bracket we have to mention phenyl. Why we have to enclose in a small bracket? Because these two are attached to the same carbon atom. These two are acting as substituents for this methane, that is along with the suffix OL methanol. Therefore, the name of this structure is cyclohexyl phenyl methanol. You can easily guess now, it is also belonging to benzylic. Why it is belonging to benzylic? Because if we consider with respect to this, here on either side there will be presence of cyclic ring, but OH is attached to the sp3 carbon, which in turn directly linked to the aromatic ring. Hence it belongs to benzylic alcohol. These are the different examples I have quoted for you people, so that you can easily distinguish primary, secondary, tertiary alcohols as well as allylic, vinylic and benzylic alcohols. Now we can go for the next topic in this chapter, that is structures of functional groups in alcohols, phenols and ethers. Actually, functional groups plays a major role in any given organic compounds. So they will represent their particular chemical properties. Now, if you consider the alcohols, one example I have considered, that is methanol. Here I have given the structure for the methanol. And next one is phenol. So here I have mentioned the expansion of this OH along with the bonds also. Then One more example I have taken, that is with regard to ethers. We have taken methoxymethane as example. Now, if you look into the structures, we can find the arrangement of this carbon, hydrogen along with the hydroxyl group in all these three cases. There will be slight differences in the bond angles between their bondings, that is between CO and OH there will be bond angle lying, and here there will be bond angle present between OH and CO of this aromatic ring, and even in this case there will be bond angle present between CO bond and CO bond on either side. Now once you start with, that is the methanol. In this methanol, CH3 group is attached with OH group. As you know, carbon can undergo three types of hybridization: sp3, sp2 and sp. In this case, this carbon is actually undergoing sp3 hybridization. And with respect to oxygen, here you can find I have written two pairs of electrons, that is non-bonded pairs of electrons, that is two lone pairs of electrons are present in the oxygen. But still it is undergoing what type of hybridization? sp3 hybridization. Already you know about the bond angle in the sp3 hybridized orbitals. There will be exactly 109 degree 28 minutes bond angle for the sp3 hybridized orbitals. But in this case, there is a slight deviation in the bond angle. Instead of 109 degree 28 minutes, it is little bit compressed to 108.9 degree. So that deviation from the normal bond angle, from the tetrahedral bond angle, is due to the presence of the lone pairs of electrons. According to VSEPR theory, there will be deviation from the normal bond angle if there is a presence of lone pairs of electrons. So that is the cause for that deviation from 109 degree 28 minutes to 108.9 degrees. And here you can find, here between oxygen and carbon, there will be presence of that bond length. It is given as 142 pm, that is picometer. And here you can find between oxygen and hydrogen there will be bond length of 96 picometer. And now if we compare this functional group structure with respect to phenol, how it is going to differ from the previous one? Here we can find oxygen is directly attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon of the aromatic ring, that is benzene ring. Actually, oxygen is undergoing sp3 hybridization, but it is attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon atom. Now, we can find here, there is a deviation from the tetrahedral bond angle. Again, due to the deviation, here you can find that number 109 degree. It is 108.9 degree, it is 109 degree. Here you can find this benzene ring is somewhat bulky compared to this methyl group. Hence, there will be slight expansion in the bond angle. It will be little bit more than that of this bond angle, other than the presence of including the lone pairs of electrons. Now, if you go for that particularly very specifically, this is the bond length between oxygen and the carbon atom of aromatic ring, that is given as 136 picometer. Whereas here in this case of methanol, the bond distance between oxygen and carbon is 142 picometer. How that difference? Here in this case, that is in phenols, actually oxygen is attached to the first reason for this, why there is a decrease in the bond length. It is not showing the single bond character. There is a decrease in the bond length. That is due to one reason will be because oxygen is attached to double bonded sp2 hybridized carbon atom. And one more reason is there, where due to the presence of the that is lone pair of electrons on the oxygen, which in turn attached to this aromatic ring, this double, that is lone pair of electron, actually will be involved in the conjugation. So later, due to that conjugation, it results in the resonance structure that will be considered as mesomeric effect or resonance effect. You are going to learn about those resonance structures and resonance effect in the later classes. Now, what are the main two reasons for the decrease in this bond length? One is due to the attachment of this oxygen to the double bonded carbon atom, that is sp2 hybridized carbon atom, which is showing partial double bond character. And one more reason is due to the involvement of the lone pair of electron of the oxygen with the aromatic ring, that is due to the conjugation, it is showing double bond character. Hence, there will be decrease in that bond length. It is showing the bond length of 136 picometer. And if we come for ethers, here I have given specific example. Which is that specific example I am considering here? That is methoxymethane. CH3O CH3. Here you can find on either side of the oxygen there will be presence of bulky groups here. You please just refer with these three structures. Here on either side of oxygen, one side there is small hydrogen atom, other side there is a bulky group. Here also in case of phenol, one side there is a small hydrogen atom, other side bulky group. But whereas in case of ethers, on either side of the oxygen there is presence of bulky groups. Hence, due to the presence of two bulky groups on either side of the oxygen, if these bulky groups comes closer together, they cause a steric repulsion. So, to avoid that steric repulsion, they are expanding away from each other. They are trying to remain away from each other. Hence, actually, in spite of decrease in the bond angle, there will be like increase in the bond angle. So, there will be much increase in the bond angle from 109 degree 28 minutes to 111.7 degree. Now, you got the reason why there is a increase in the bond angle in case of ethers when compared to methanol and phenol. I think it is very much clear about the structures of the functional groups in alcohols, phenols and ethers. So, after learning about their structures regarding their functional group, then we can move on to the next topic in this chapter.